showing you guys how to play Better Man off of Taylor's Red album on the guitar. So here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you only need to know 4 different chord shapes to play through this entire song, and we'll start with our C major, which looks like this and sounds like this. By the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner series right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out right here. The next chord shape is our G add 4, so you just want to move your ring and your middle finger up a string. From here we have our F sus2 over C. And then the last chord shape you need to know is our A minor. And those are the only 4 chords you need to know to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really look over these chord shapes, get them memorized, and also practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it'll make learning the rest of the song so much easier for you. And if this is a skill you're currently struggling with, transitioning between these chords fast enough, I do have a Practice With Me chord transition series on my Forever Faithful channel where we go over these chord shapes and build up that transition in real time together, so I'll make sure to link that playlist in the corner for those of you who need it. But once you're comfortable with these chord shapes, then we can go ahead and talk about the strumming that I would suggest for this song. Alright, so as always, if you are brand new to playing guitar, or you're somebody who struggles with playing guitar and singing at the same time, the first thing I would suggest doing is to bring up this song and go ahead and go through the entire thing with just a single down strum on each chord change as you sing through the song. And you want to take this time to really get used to what word or what syllable you're on whenever those chords are changing. So here's a quick example of that would look like. I know I'm probably better off on my own than loving a man who didn't know what he had when he had it. Alright, so that's just a really quick example, but you would essentially want to do that for the entire song and just really make sure you know where those chords are going to be changing. And this is actually something you do right now. If you check out my Patreon page, I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to leave that link in the description box if you're interested. But once you've done this and you're comfortable with those chord changes, we can go ahead and add to this to create more of a full strumming pattern that you can use for this song. Alright guys, so I have 2 different strumming rhythms to show you today, and you can use either one to play through the entire song, but I actually like to mix and match both together. So I'm going to start with the one that I think is a little bit easier that you can use through more of the song. And it's here on screen. As you can see, we're counting this in a 16th note rhythm, and it's going to sound like this. We have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2, a E and 4 and a down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. Alright, so again, this is a strumming pattern that Taylor uses a lot whenever she plays through a lot of her songs, so the sooner you can get this under muscle memory, the better, because then you'll be able to play a lot more of her songs. But this one's a great one for Better Man because you could play through the entire song with just this strumming rhythm. What we're going to do is play it through 1 time per chord throughout the song. Now there are going to be a few places where we repeat a measure, in which case you would play it twice for that chord, and there's also going to be a few occasions where we actually want to split this measure and play 2 different chords within it, okay? But let's go ahead and go through it one step at a time. Let's look at verse 1. You can see we're starting here in our C chord. For the verses, what you want to do is play through this strumming pattern 1 time per chord. So on our C, we've got down, down, up, down, 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 up. To your G add 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up. To your F sus2 over C, down, down, up, repeat it again, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Alright, so let's go ahead and string these chords together without stopping, and we're going to speed it up just a little bit to get it more at full tempo. That'll sound like this. We've got C, down, down, up, down, 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 up, G add 4, F sus2, twice, and those are the verses. Probably better off on my own, loving a man who didn't know what he had when he had it. Alright, And that's how you can play through the verses. Let's go ahead and jump into a pre-chorus here. On the pre-chorus, we're going to keep this exact same strumming pattern going, except the chord order is going to be different. So here we're starting with our F sus2 for one measure to G add 4 for one measure, back to F sus2. And what I like to do is every time I go into the chorus, because we're kind of building up some of that suspense in there, what I'll do is on that very last measure before the chorus, I'll switch to an all down strum pattern. Now you don't have to do this at all, but I do think it kind of builds up some of that tension. So on the second time I play F sus2 in the pre-chorus, I'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay, all down strums. So the pre-chorus would sound like this. We've got F sus2, down, up, down, 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 up, G add 4, back to F sus2, up, down, all down strums, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. I wish it wasn't 4 a.m. standing in the mirror saying to myself, you know you had to do it. I know. We'll go into the chorus. Now in the chorus, this is where we're going to see our split measure for the first time. So looking at that like third little line there, we've got A minor to G add 4. This is going to be an example of where we want to split this measure, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add a little vertical line here after the first 2 down strums, and that just represents where I want you to change chords. So in that line, we've got our A minor. So we're going to play that for the left half of the pattern. So we've got A minor on down, down. Switch chords at that vertical line into your G add 4 and finish out the rest of the pattern, the right half. Up, down, 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 up. All right. And that's what those little hash marks mean. If you can see that next to the A minor and the G add 4, we've got those little hash marks. That's just my way of telling you guys that I would recommend splitting the measure here. So again, all of these little annotations are notated on my guide that's on my Patreon page. So again, make sure to check that out if you're interested. But going in the chorus, we're starting with our C major. We're doing a full measure here. Down, down, up, down, 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 up to G add 4, down, down, full measure. Then we've got our split measure here, A minor, switch to G add 4, and then end on F sus2 for a full measure. All right, and that's how the chorus goes. Sometimes in the middle of the night I can feel you again, but I just miss you and I just wish you were a better man. All right, and then that'll go into the next verse. Now in verse 2, this is where I would suggest switching up the strumming pattern a little bit if you want to. So let's go ahead and talk about strumming pattern 2. All right guys, so as you can see in the second strumming pattern, we do have a few more strums here, so it might seem a little more difficult, but I promise the rhythm is fairly intuitive. So again, we're counting this in a 16th note rhythm, so it's gonna sound like this. We have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and a 3E and 4 and a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. All right. And where I would recommend using this pattern is going to be in the second verse and the second pre-chorus, just to kind of break up the song and make it sound a little bit different there. And again, what we're going to do is just play through this entire pattern one time through per chord. So looking at verse 2, we're starting again on our C major chord. We've got down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up to G add 4, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up to F sus2, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up twice. All right. So now Now again, totally optional. If you want to stick with that first strumming pattern for the whole song, I think that sounds great too. But I like to vary my cover a little, so I will switch to the second more full strumming pattern starting on verse 2. But something you want to add to this strumming pattern in particular, the way that Taylor would play it live, is you were going to add a palm mute. So basically what a palm mute is I'm taking the right side of my pick hand, the hand that's holding my pick in it, and I'm kind of gently laying that on the guitar strings near the bridge of my guitar. And as you kind of lay your hand across those strings, whenever you strum them, see how they don't ring out as much because we're kind of dampening the sound, which is what a palm mute is, okay? So if you add a palm mute into this strumming rhythm, it would sound like this. We've got down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. All right? Something you might notice is I'm only palm muting the down strums. The up strums are still ringing out like normal. So again, that's... It might sound a little strange now because we're going a little slower, but I promise as you speed it up, it'll sound really rhythmic and really kind of cool and very reminiscent to how Taylor plays this song live. So that would sound more like this. We've got down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. All right, adding some singing in there. I know I'm probably better off all alone than needing a man who could change his mind at any given minute. All right, so you can hear how it kind of just makes the guitar part sound a little bit different there. So I like to use this second strumming pattern through the second verse and the second pre-chorus. And then when I get to that chorus again, I'll go back to that first strumming pattern, really let it ring out. But basically, those are the two strumming patterns that I would recommend for this song. All right, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really look at both of these strumming rhythms, get them under your belt, get them internalized, get that muscle memory going. If you're a Swiftie who wants to be able to play this song and perform it and sing on top of your own guitar playing, it is going to take a little bit of practice to develop that muscle memory. The best way to do that is just to start slowly with a metronome and really start to build it up over time and just get it to the point where you don't have to count the rhythm in your head anymore and your hands are just kind of playing it by themselves. Now this is something that does take quite a bit of consistent practice. However, I do have a Practice With Me strumming series on my Forever Faithful channel as well, and I do cover both of these rhythms over there, so I'll make sure to link that playlist in the corner for those of you who are interested. But once you have the chords and the strumming under your belt, we can go ahead and put them both together to play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Want to have fun jamming out to the rest of the song with me? Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other Swiftie sing-along guitar tutorials. I've covered so many of her songs from all the different albums and eras, so if you're a Swiftie who loves to play her songs on the guitar, I would definitely recommend checking it out. And also for this particular song, I do have an older play-along on my Forever Faithful channel, and it's not exactly how I've taught it in this video today, but it is pretty close. If you want to watch that version where we do go through the entire song, I will leave that link down in the description box. If you enjoy learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar vibe and feel, but it's just as fun and easy to play, so I'll see you over there.